at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my... I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, one in the hand.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. These folks are ready, and we are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, got it. There we go. Hey, express. 22.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Sunday. Green 80. It's all right. Lucy.
Throwing now is Bortles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense. because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A big run there by Freeman. 61 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Lucy.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Lucy.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to let this. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Lucy.
Throwing is Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught. Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
21.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Room to run past midfield. Wide open receiver complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
That next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that was, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Ryan keeps it on the sneak, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. this extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. It's caught by Moncrief. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
There we go. Left.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5.
21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Left. Let's go.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
11B.
On second down, here's Bortles. Open man right side is Shark, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bortles. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd and 5. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
21.
On first down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Broken tackle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons have broken our tie. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. It also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
when the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
Bortles going to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Bortles now on first down. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Lucy. Hank.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that one results in 35 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Bortles. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. If it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space and let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They give it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
12, 11. Hey, south. Stay. Tuesday. I go.
Now Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Eric Saubert, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. When you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Lucy.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
11B. 3
On play action, it's Bortles. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Hey.
Now Bortles. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tech McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucy. Shot. 380. 11. 372. 11. Here we go.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the gas though.